Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go play action with Hurts. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Peterson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Back 22. Here we go. Hey.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for an LA Rams. 1st and 10.
Now Elliott. And he's going to have a Rams first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That brings up 2nd and 4.
The give to Peterson out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I can mix in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Peterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peterson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Go, go, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Rams nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. 25. Check 21.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check Mike 6, Mike 6. Bang it. Bang it. Mike 6. Go free. 6. Give it 18 round. 18 round. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You better be afraid, man. Show it up.
They give it to Peterson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
The 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Elliott bulldozes past him. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's good for an LA Rams.
Jackson on first down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson.
Here we go.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Rams. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Throwing is Hurts. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Here comes Harris out of the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, shot. Hey, middle. Hey, shot. Motion.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
That's good for an LA Rams.
Now Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, Peterson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peterson. And he's got this down to the 35.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Peterson. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Eagles 27, Rams 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for L.A. A first down carry by Elliott. They stop stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier, taken down at the
On 2nd and 9, Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Mike 9. Mike 9.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, really about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Let's get off the field.
Now it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Mike 22, he's coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's going to have the Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Jackson running again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He knows a defensive guy. I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peterson. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll drop this down to Peterson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the lines. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, report. Report. Yo.
Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.